series where I'm looking for and interacting with people who've had the weight loss surgery or who've lost a lot of weight to come on and just tell our story. Because, if you are facing mobility issues, if you got anywhere from 20 to 320 pounds to lose, it takes a village. So, a lot of times, hearing positive stories and getting ideas on things that you can do to incorporate into your journey is what this thing is all about in order to win. Remember, on our channel, we speak purposefully, we speak faith filled positive words, we don't speak excessively negative connotations even if it's true. We know it's hard enough already on that weight loss journey. So we don't need to reiterate that. So we welcome you to come on with us, jump on in, and I'm going to read the introduction for Edward and Tamara, and then we're going to let them take it away. I asked Edward to give me a slogan. His slogan was, being fat ain't funny. It's not funny being fat. I could not agree with him more. Edward and Tamara met while in college at Tennessee State University. They met summer of 2013. They graduated college together soon after purchasing their first home. Within the first 2 years, they became parents of their first son, Mason. We have been together through all of life's ups and downs. We have experienced grief, loss, weight gain, weight loss, career changes, and more. We are now parents of 3 kids, Mason, Major, and Corey. We are thankful that God has lifted us and God has kept us. That is beautiful. Thank you, Edward and Tamara. Take it away in your own way. Tell us your story.
Yeah. Well, I get started, I guess. So we started our weight loss journey. The end of 2018, we started researching VSG, which is a vertical sleeve gastrectomy. And through researching it, we found out that the insurance will cover it. And so I, at the time, was working for Walmart, and at the time, she was working for Cigna, Cigna HealthSpring. And so we both started going through the channels of getting approved through our private care doctors. And I ended up having my surgery November of 2019, and she had hers mid October 2019. So we almost went through the surgery process together almost at the same time.
Okay. Okay. And did you get it done here in Nashville or in Clarksville?
I had mine done in Nashville, and he had
Okay.
Ohio.
Okay. How was your before you have surgery? I understand that you have to fast. So tell me how that process was.
Yes, you most certainly do. So, ahead of time, you will have to fast. It's not as drastic as people may think it is. It's kind of like slowly, like you may have to do like 2 protein shakes and a healthy dinner, or maybe just you're pretty much cutting down all those carbs because we're used to eating a large amount of carbs or just kind of vigorously eating whatever we may want to eat, but they try to maintain of you getting so many carbs in your daily um, habits, and that's pretty much what it wasn't too hard. It was just kind of getting in that protein because sometimes we tend to overlook protein and then we're eating all these other things. It's just pretty much of, doing a protein shake for breakfast, protein shake for dinner, and then for lunch you may eat a salad, something of that nature.
Okay. Before I continue on this journey, prior to you researching, had you tried to lose weight other ways?
Yes.
Yes.
All the way.
I did I did the lemonade diet, I did I did Weight Watchers. Um I did
Juice.
juicing,
Yeah.
um,
Keto.
keto. I did everything under the sun
Hmm.
and nothing. It worked. I'm not gonna lie, it worked for the time being, but it
Mm-hmm.
long term. Nothing.
Exactly.
I wound up gaining 2 times the amount, you know, after I finished that. So at the time when I wanted to, figure out something that was going to be sustainable, it was
Mhm.
because long term.
Oh,
Because
that's amazing.
not long. You know,
Yes.
it only lasted for a small amount of time.
And you didn't lose enough weight to where you had room to gain.
Right.
A lot of
Yeah.
those quick weight loss regimens people use, you may lose 30 or 40 pounds. But
Yeah.
in our case, we needed to lose 300 pounds collectively.
Yeah.
I got you. You know what I found for me over the years, I would lose weight. I'd lose 30 pounds. I lose 19 pounds a month. And after about a couple of months, I would forget that I'm really on a weight loss journey. I just totally like my mind wouldn't even think about it no more.
Right.
Yeah.
So
But
I understand that. What was the thing that pushed you to the edge where you all said, "Hey, sugar, I got to do something different"?
Our
What
children.
happened?
Our children.
Oh,
Think about like going to the park and you want to, run. We had small children. You want to run after them, you know, play with them, and just knowing that our knee couldn't, just knowing
yeah.
down the slide with my kids, those
Hmm.
kind of hurt me to the core that I couldn't partake in the everyday of being with children, and I didn't want someone else to fulfill that void, to be able to be there to run with them or push them, go down the slide. Um, stuff like that just kind of, I feel like as a mother, that hits you here.
Hmm.
I don't want to have to call somebody else to say, "Can you come with me?" Because I can't go down
or keep up with them,
or I can't
period.
keep up with them, you know.
Hmm.
And those are just things I didn't really I just, when you're in that moment, it's a hurtful moment, and it'll kind of humble you, like I have got to do something, and I've got to do something fast, because my kids are not going to get younger. They're going to get older, and they're going to remember that mommy was sitting on the bench and she couldn't come play with us. She couldn't, do things with us. And I guess a good moment for us was we were on a couple trip um, in the fall. We were in Gatlinburg, in couples, and it was like go kart,
Yeah. It was a go kart that was on like a track, like um
coming
roller
down like
coaster
a
track.
roller, yeah, mountain
Yeah,
kind
but it
of,
was like a little car you had to sit
a
in.
go kart.
Yeah, and we couldn't fit in the car.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Neither
Oh yeah.
fit.
Either one of us. So imagine being on a couples trip, seven other couples, and then we were the only couple that just we couldn't do it.
Mhm.
So
Hmm.
weight kind of will remind of different times that, hey, because of your weight, you know you cannot do
You
this,
don't
you
qualify.
don't qualify, you take, and that's a humbling moment, because you have to swallow that, you know what I mean? And so many, it just kept building up, and it kept building up, and I said, No more. No.
Exactly.
And we found a lot of our motivation from YouTube too.
Oh yeah.
We would go on YouTube every night and look up videos of people that have had the surgery, and that would push me because I was terrified to do it at
Yeah.
first.
And I went down,
Hmm.
like for me, like I started first. So I went down the rabbit hole, and I said, you know what? I'm going to do this. I didn't even tell him until like I had called my insurance. I got a like then I told him, "Hey, I'm going to do this. Now, I would love for you to do it too, but I have to do this for me." And
Hmm.
I'm happy that he jumped on board, but I had it first, and then he had it right
That's
after.
amazing. That's
Yeah.
amazing. Tamara, one thing I actually, when I used to drive my car, your husband said you rolled up to the food truck like you were at a fast food restaurant because Miss Deborah wasn't getting out that car. Honey, come take my order. I want some chicken.
Yeah.
And then to find out that not only is I knew he was from Memphis, but my niece who lives in Nashville, she said, I don't know how she remembered his name or maybe his picture. She said, we used to go to church. Him used to go to church with my niece over at Southside Church of Christ in Memphis. So I was like, I just feel that connection because he got some sense. That's why. And I want to let you know he just cherished you to absolute death. And that just warmed my heart. So
Mm.
tell me how your family. What did your family say? Did you tell them beforehand? Were they all supported, or what did you do about the family?
We did not tell
We
any of our
didn't.
family.
We didn't.
So we started telling our family members about a week or two out from.
Oh, good. Okay, awesome. I want to let you know that Ruby Burnett from New Jersey says hello. He's watching, or she's watching. I can't tell. And Porch Lady from Detroit, Michigan is watching on the line, along with 16 other people. So we appreciate y'all being with us, sharing your story. So after the surgery, how was it?
Amazing.
Mhm.
I'm
It,
talking about after the surgery, the 2 weeks after the surgery.
so you have minimum pain, but your pain is really based off of you. If you are a person that can sit still, the pain is minimum. But if you can't sit still and you gotta be up and down like myself, then you'll be in a little bit of pain.
Yeah.
But we had a great support system. Our parents helped us with our kids, and we were able to really heal, take our time, follow the doctor's orders, and the process was amazing. And I think a lot of people are fearful of the process of healing, but it was amazing. Every day that I was healing and every day that I was off from work while recovering from the surgery,
Mhm.
each day gave me a new hope, gave me new vision, and gave me a new purpose.
All
And
right now.
more weight that we lost collectively, the more energy we gained together to focus on the things that our relationship was missing and focus on diving into our finances and into our businesses.
Go ahead. So, what did they tell you to do in your recovery? How long did you have to stay? You mean you had to stay in the bed?
No, after about what, the first 3 days, they
Hmm.
encourage you. You got to get up. You got to move. You have got to walk. Um, what is it, like the breath a lot? Like you
Yeah, it's a
have
lot
to
of
keep
things to
breathing
do.
into that. But they encourage you to get up. They do not want you to lay in the bed. That's not. Mm-mm. They want you to be able to, you know,
Gain
do
your
for
mobility.
yourself.
Yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
But not go overboard. Not
Right.
don't go back to work the week after you have weight loss surgery. Don't try to lift heavy things. Don't
Right.
try to eat too fast. Like there are there was a lot of details of things not to do that we had to follow in order not to get sick or to rupture
Rupture.
our cuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's good. So, what would you tell someone to do to prepare for surgery? Maybe things you overlooked, you didn't realize it, or had you not had your family there watching your kids, you would have had to rethink this process to make sure you had what you needed.
Well, for me, and you are touching back. You asked a question with that earlier. Is for me is um, don't be very selective if you choose to let people know that you're going to have this surgery. I don't feel like it's for the masses. Everybody is not overweight. Everybody is not going through what you're going through. So be very selective of who you tell, and that can include family.
Oh yeah. You know what? I actually had to really forcefully act up last week with my subscribers, giving
Yeah.
me recommendations on what to eat. Sometimes I just ignore it,
Mhm.
or policing what I'm eating. And I believe that most of my followers, because I know that there are 100 million people in this country who are overweight and obese, and I have people from Russia, UK, Australia, South America, Africa who watch me, India, every day.
Yeah.
So what I try to encourage them to understand is this journey is an individual journey. Although you see me, because
Mhm.
I'm on YouTube, this is an individual journey. And I'm not really asking for your input. If I ask you a question, you can answer it. But when I go, you could have kept that to yourself, or don't nobody need that up in here. That means watch what you say.
Right.
And I mean that with every fiber in my breath, because like I said, most people, the people that are thinking like the Russians, they're like, look at the American diet, because that's what people think that way overseas. But a lot of people say, I'm over in Australia. I really struggle with getting up down them steps.
Right.
So most people who watch my channel got a weight issue.
Mhm.
So you know how hard that is.
Mhm.
You know, if you eat salad 6 days a week, you can have a burrito on the seventh day. The world is not coming to an end.
Mm,
So stop acting brand new. This is something for people who are emotionally intelligent, which means, hey, you got to put your big girl panties on and let's deal with getting to the support we need to get results that we want. So let's
right.
not do all of that stuff
Mm,
because most people who don't have a weight problem think it's just about eating a salad and a drink of water.
mm.
Mm.
Yes. Oh, that's good. So how long did it take you before you were back to your normal life? We got Elizabeth and that girl 2022 who lost over 300 pounds. I want to say thank you so much for sharing that the other day
Mhm.
on the line with us. How many months or how many weeks did you have to go before when you had to go to your follow up? When did your doctor want to see you back?
We It was
6 weeks.
mm.
Okay.
Have to remember because we had to
Oh, because
stay.
we were still,
Yeah,
yeah.
so I had my surgery in Ohio because my job paid for the surgery. So I had to stay in Ohio 7 days after surgery and do my follow up.
Mhm.
Okay. And then Tamara, you had to go 6 weeks. They didn't want to see you for 6 weeks.
I did like a over the phone, like a telehealth visit, and
Uh
then
huh.
out was it 6 weeks? Maybe 4 to 6 weeks.
Yeah,
I didn't go right back because mom was just I didn't have to stay.
as long as
He
you.
had to stay because we had to travel. I didn't because we were just right in Nashville.
Okay. Did you have to wait? Like right now, they got me doing 6 weeks, 6 months,
Hmm.
um, with doctors and stuff before the all of that. Hmm.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
I did.
Yeah.
I did also, and so I was much larger than my wife was. So I went through. I had to complete a sleep study. I had to complete the sleep apnea test. I had to do a swallow test. I had to do a stress test. I had to
Mhm.
do all type of
A mental health.
physical,
You have to
mental
take
health
a yeah.
tests.
Hmm.
Um, and the good thing about the weight loss surgery is if you're a high risk and they see that you don't have the health to survive it, they're not going to give it to you. So
That's good.
all the people that have something negative to say about going under the knife and having any type of surgery, they really don't know what they're talking about. It's really a safe procedure because they're going to make sure within that 6 months that
Hmm.
you qualify. You got to pass every test,
Hmm.
and they're also going to give you a weight loss goal to hit prior to having the surgery
Right.
to prove in a way that you don't have an eating disorder or you actually have the mental ability
Capacity.
and
Yeah.
capacity to
Hmm.
understand what it takes to lose weight.
Yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful. I actually was approved 2 years ago. However, for me, what happened because I live in a military town, as y'all know, someone who met me, she just kind of looked at me. She was like, "Oh, you really stressed out. You really need to go on disability." I'm like, "What you talking about, girl? I'm from Memphis. I don't know nobody that don't work." And oh, we got Leandra on from Equatorial Guinea. So thank you for being with us. But for 2 years before I even or 3 years, she would tell me, go to the doctor and just cry when you get there. Go to the doctor and do this. She would just be so we can write down that she's stressed out. And what I found, I mean, honestly, when I went into the doctor's office, I didn't realize I was stressed out because as a black woman, I don't know no none of my friends not don't work. All my friends work. I got a military community here, so it didn't hit me to how much stress I was under
Hmm.
because I'm just trying to do the best I can.
Hmm.
Even and my house burned down. I mean, I went through a lot of different things, and then my even though I lost 65 pounds the year my house went broke down, burnt down. But then my weight started going back up, and my knees started saying, "Girl, I need a vacation." So, when I turned in my paperwork, I had already showed evidence of losing weight, and my doctor made me quit my job because I started gaining weight. Because she was like, "You have some cognition um, issues, and so we need to address that." So then, during those 2 years, I wasn't. I actually got delivered spiritually, so a lot of pain that I had was eradicated. I increased my swimming and water exercises. Got a personal trainer, and I just didn't want to have the surgery. And I told the surgeon, I lost 33 pounds. I'm not having no surgery. And now I want to have the surgery.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Cause my knee doctor, he making me happy, but he care about me. In fact, all the doctors that's connected with Tenova, they don't want to hear nothing else but have weight loss surgery. I feel like they don't care about me. My knee doctor, he's like, I care about you. First, when I told him to stop talking about the surgery, he gave me a support group to go to. And then when he see me for 6 weeks, months, he was like, I really was stressed out. So I wasn't working on my weight because I was too stressed. But I was still exercising. He said, you got 6 months to lose 30 pounds. I lost like 13 pounds in 3 weeks. And
Mhm.
then he said, I want to see you get your life back. He said, your body is fighting with you anyway. You know, you're going to keep going through this, or you're losing weight, you're not losing weight, you lose weight because your body is just fighting with you. It happens sometimes. Your hips are not going to sustain, your knees are not going to be able to be healed by this knee shot all the time. I want to see you do it. Let's go. And that's when I was like, I don't want to do it, but I do want to do it. I want ready to get my life back because I'm used to let's go.
Mhm.
I'm used to working. I have a resume business. I like this. You can see all the texts I text your husband all night long. I'm so sorry. I can't help it. When it hit me, I just text him like that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is what it do. And but I love to be in the community. I love to be uh, networking, getting out there, getting my life back.
Mhm.
So when he shared that with me, in fact, I had did a video. I didn't post it because it was him. When I was standing there, and I was like, "These people ain't even got no push for the," because I have a wheelchair, for a wheelchair ramp. And then when I saw it was him, I didn't post it on my YouTube channel. But it gave me hope. And
Mhm.
one thing about me, my surgeon, he's an African American man. He went to Meharry for medical school, and then he did his internship at Howard University right here in Clarksville. And he real quiet though. And I was beginning to meet people. They say he don't play with them nurses about you, about your weight loss surgery. He don't play with them though. I'm like,
Mhm.
okay. Then when I met your husband, I was like, I mean, I knew him, but when I met him, we talking about the weight loss. I was like, girl, you could do this.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. And being here, honey, letting the people see me in my bathing suit, letting people, I'm like, look, I'm fat. What else you got? Because we're working on this. Don't know exactly how, but in the meantime, the support, I'm in support groups. I've been doing interviews across Canada, the United States, and I've been doing research explaining to people the multiple issues that deal with weight. It's not just eat a salad, eat a vegetable. It's the things in the food that make you gain weight, make you continue to want to eat. The marketing, marketing, that
Mhm.
is crazy. So
Mhm.
it's really helping you get your mind in a place where you can understand what's out here, but also helping you find some fun ways to keep moving so that you know you can do this.
Right.
You
Right.
Mm-hmm.
really can do this.
You
And
can.
so that's why I was so glad to just start a channel where people who had um weight loss surgery can talk about it. Okay, Porch Lady says, thank y'all for providing your pre-operative and post-operative perspective. And so those are some of the things that some of us really want to know about. Do we need to start stocking up on certain things to drink or to eat? Uh, as we think about planning for the surgery, are there some best practices, best foods that, like, I know you have to kind of eat salt for a little bit, a couple of months or a couple of weeks. So please share with us any tips or information that we need to have. Did you drink a lot of water? Did you get the small things of water? Or
Yeah.
what did you do?
You're gonna drink. You're gonna drink. They do encourage you to drink so many grams of protein before surgery. But after you have the surgery, like in my case, I can no longer. I'm trying, but I cannot drink the Premier proteins anymore because they're too sweet. So you will have a sensitive, like taste buds to sweetness of things.
Uh-huh.
If you were like a Debbie caker, you know, love the Debbie cakes, honey buns, all of that. But after the surgery, you cannot tolerate it. It's going.
Uh-huh.
You can't do it.
Your taste buds are going to change so
Mm,
drastically to some of the bad things that you used to love
you can't.
eating, you just don't want it anymore.
Mm-mm.
And then some of the stuff that was really good for you that you didn't like at first, now
Now
you
you
love
want
it.
it. Mm-hmm.
Like for
Oh
me,
wow.
eating okra, I didn't really like
Uh-huh.
prior to weight loss surgery, but now I love some boiled okra. And my advice would be buy very small portions of anything that the doctor is telling you to buy,
Mhm.
because you may start off with the Premier Protein, but you may end up preferring Ensure
Mhm. Awesome.
or
Okay.
a different brand or a Special K different brand. There's so many different brands. Oh, and another thing, ask your doctor for samples.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
Okay.
they have dietitian groups that you can join, and some of the dietitians will give you samples that your insurance will cover.
And saucers, like, instead, get rid of your plates. Get rid of your plates. Like,
Yeah,
put
get
them put
put
them
them
in the
up.
back of the
Yeah.
cabinet, because you no longer will eat off of a full size plate. A saucer is your new plate.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm taking notes. Okay, you know what? I haven't eaten sugar since July. And I am just tickled pink because only Jesus, who died on the cross for my sins, he took that away. And let me tell you something. I was driving down my wheelchair the other day, last week, with my trainer, and I went to that new gas station on the corner of Peaches Mill and Providence.
Mhm.
Okay, you know the big gas station store, and they had fried chicken and
Mhm.
every piece of Now and Later that we used to get at the candy lady. I'm talking about every piece plus the long piece of Now and Later's. Like I like that right there. I like that. I
Mm,
like that was me right there. I'd be buying me some right there. I'd be eating it before you could say fried chicken and Now and Later's. I would have been finished eating mine. Okay.
Mhm.
I can honestly tell you, Miss Deborah, I'm telling you now, if I'm not, I ain't gonna be lying with y'all now. I did not desire it.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because Jesus had died on the cross for my sins. And he said, I got that now, ladies, for you.
Well, the process, you're going to learn to let things go so you can grow.
Wait,
And
wait a minute, I'm writing that down. I'm gonna let things go so I can grow. Go on then.
yeah, so you're going to let go of a lot of things that that's normal for you to hold on to, but you're going to grow in other areas by letting go of those things. So your
Okay now.
can grow, your thinking is going to grow, your reach or how many people you can go out and talk to every day is going to grow.
Everything changes.
Everything is going to change, and
Everything
it's going to
changes.
just get better.
Now you're saying something. So for me, I've worked all my life and I'm single. But I'm gonna give me a hero after a while. But
Mhm.
so for me to have to leave my job during COVID, and I didn't catch a fool or go, I gotta go to work. I just was like, I ain't coming back in. I'm on short term leave. I think it's just amazing. The Lord Jesus had died on the cross for me. He was like, girl, your house finna catch on fire. You finna leave your job because you stressed out and you about to be healed, girl. You about to be doing that.
Mhm.
And with no shame. Because there are 100 million people who are not as big as me, because I'm big now. Ain't nobody bigger than me. But they still got a weight problem.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And guess what? We finna get healed because Jesus had died on the cross for my sins.
Mhm.
And
And
that's what I said this week. I
I
said, you know what? Abraham couldn't go. Moses couldn't go. David couldn't go. Couldn't get the temple built because he was after Bathsheba. So he, you know what I'm saying? Everybody wasn't going back then.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody can't go.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I
I
will.
love that you said that.
I will say this: the process of losing weight is amazing, and
It's what?
it's amazing.
Oh wow!
The entire process. I mean, I went from a size 52 waist to a 36.
All right now.
I went from walking to the end of my driveway being tired to now riding a bike around the block 3 or 4 times with my kids.
Wait, what you said? You better say that. You better say it.
We went from flying on the airplane, praying,
Needing an extender.
yeah, and praying nobody sitting next to us so
Right.
we could fit.
Please don't sit next to me, because I need.
Okay.
But now
Amen.
we got some room.
Oh yeah.
What you said? Woo! What
Mhm.
you said? Because Ella Fitzgerald said, "How you gonna have a dream come true if you don't have a dream?"
Yeah.
Yep.
Hmm.
Mhm. Yeah.
I'm going to Colombia and get my hair braided for $70. I'm going to South Africa and sit on the Zulu Warriors laps. But hold me up, boy.
There we go.
I'm doing it. I'm
You
Mhm.
can
going to Tanzania take a picture of the sign because I ain't going hiking and no strange stuff like that. But my resume community, one of my, my white people, they do strange white people things like they take hikes, like walking a long way for no good reason. But I admire them so much. I love laughing at them talking about I don't do that right there. But my one resume client who's in colleague who's in Washington State, she said she's gonna fly down here when I lose my weight and she's gonna go hiking with me. So we're gonna go to Columbia. And there's another lady who got married later in life. She's my inspiration and just has transformed her body. And I text her a week on on our Facebook page. I said, Tina, don't be surprised if you get an invitation from Floyd to come and join us because that's when you have friends who are doing different things, iron sharpens iron.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And I didn't even know, this is a strange thing what you're saying, Edward, you don't know who care about you. I didn't even know that this friend cared about me like that. We were at a conference one day. She said, come on, Deborah. And I'm walking slow like I do, like you're saying. And because I would go to dinner during the conferences, but I would go in the hot tub or go in the pool and going back to my room and call it a DANY. Same thing to do all that walking. I don't need to see all that stuff. I can sit on TV, I can sit on the internet. But these people care about me. They see my value beyond my size.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay, okay, okay. That's what I'm talking about. So tell me how having your business and having your weight, because you know what I thought to myself, and I said this, but I said, oh, child, they got a chicken business, and he ain't even eating chicken all day. Okay.
Well, so thankfully, my wife cooks pretty healthy meals. So
Mm-hmm.
days out of the week, take some healthy food with me to the restaurant to prevent me from eating the fried chicken.
Mm-hmm.
But I also know that if I eat the fried chicken, I'm not going to add all the extras to it. I may just eat it plain,
Mm-hmm.
or I may just eat it with one sauce instead of 4 or 5
He's
sauces.
still eating chicken, y'all. He's
I
still.
eat it.
Okay. Oh yeah, my weight loss teacher in Nashville, who specialized in obesity, she told me to eat fried foods 3 times a week, and I had her. I said, okay, write that to me. She mailed me like some menus, and I said, write it on a piece of paper so I can see it, because what we're learning in our weight loss group is that it's kind of the opposite of everything that the society tells us. Everything they tell us about weight loss, it's the opposite. it,
Hmm.
it- it's just so it's a different mindset. So you are exactly. I love that you said that. I
Mm-hmm.
love that you said that.
I see a
I
question
love that you said.
asking, can you chew gum after surgery? Yes, you can. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's good.
The only thing you cannot do is drink a Coca-Cola successfully without being in pain. You would have to stay away from the sodas and a lot of bread is hard to digest. Outside of that, everything else has been fine.
Yes, I've been eating Ezekiel bread, and it's not nasty. I'm like, whew. And I got some white cheese because like that's more like regular, like real cheese.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
It ain't cheddar cheese, so I ain't really been eating it. I had it a couple of times, but I'm learning, so I'm changing, and I feel like that's part of this journey also, because this is a tool. It's not. It's not okay. Let me just eat all I can eat until the surgery. It's a tool,
Mm.
and even with me looking at bariatric surgery, even when I was approved last time and this time, they didn't give me a goal to lose weight, but I'm gonna be losing weight anyway
Hmm.
because this is a goal. It's not let me do this to lose weight. It's a lifestyle. When I get through with that, I'm gonna keep on doing what I'm doing right now. Being
Yeah.
mindful, being aware. And I love what you said, Tamara. A lot of times we are not aware because we're just trying to make it.
Right.
We gotta go to
Right.
work. We ain't got time to think. And even
And
when we're
have
exercising, and
to work for you. It's not a and I absolutely hate when people say you took the easy way out. I hear this so you didn't do it the healthy way.
Oh,
You
I
didn't
lost
do
it natural.
I
I didn't
lost
do a
it
surgery.
natural and all that. And it's just like and that's
yeah,
folks, what you
Yep.
doing?
Keep it to
Keep
yourself
it to
because
yourself.
I be wanting to say who gives up, but I just let them.
exactly.
Hmm. Hmm.
Exactly. Oh, I love that. I love that.
But
Because at the end of the day, this journey is not, you ain't having no picnic having all this extra weight on your body.
Mm-mm.
It's no picnic.
mm-mm.
It's no picnic. I hate to ruin people's Chick-fil-A dreams. They hoop dreams over at Chick-fil-A, but Chick-fil-A has birth control in that chicken. And they have 55 ingredients in that chicken. So you're trying to work on your weight. So you're going to get you a chicken sandwich and a salad. But that sandwich has so much stuff in it that that's making you gain weight. And then you beat yourself up thinking you ate, even if you get the grilled chicken, what they pumping it
If
with.
you have the surgery, I'll go ahead and tell you now. I what 5 years?
It'll be 5 years in
It
October.
yeah, from the surgery, and I still cannot eat a kids meal.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it also
Can't eat
depends
it.
on the doctor. Her doctor did a better job than mine did, because her portion that she can eat versus mine, I can eat more.
Okay. But
But
we're trying to live and eat for nutrition.
Oh
We're
correct.
right.
not trying to be like the fat boys. All you can eat.
Hmm.
Mm-mm.
We're
You
trying to live.
can eat if you wanted to. Like it's very like your body's going to tell you you doing too much.
Hmm.
You should
Okay.
go out.
And the
Yeah,
heartburn
that the
and
heart
and you
it
don't want to
it's
have to throw
gonna
that food
yeah you
up.
don't want to
It's
throw it up.
terrible.
Yeah.
Okay. So what did you eat to make you throw up? Did you eat too much or did you eat the wrong food?
Ate too soon.
Oh.
Yep.
Or you try to drink and eat. That's number one. That's rule. Do not eat and drink at the same. It's a combination or throw up.
Hmm.
Okay, wonderful.
If I want to, and you need to know the difference. Am I hungry or am I thirsty?
Okay, okay, I like that. I like
Or,
that. Okay.
or am I bored? Am I
Right.
bored and I'm just used to food being my coping mechanism, food being my friend,
Right.
food being my hobby? So my other advice would be, while you're recovering from having a surgery, is to figure out some new things to do to get you out of the house
Mm-hmm.
and get you mobile.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's skating, swimming, whatever you want, start dating, serial dating, whatever you want to do.
But you
Okay.
that
I'm
because
gonna be looking for my hero. Okay. I'm gonna be line dancing.
yeah,
Hey,
but that's
hey, hey.
what I want to do
You're gonna want to
because
do it.
yeah, it's food
Oh yeah.
slowly started going away. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And you're gonna start wanting to get out, start wanting to do other things because you already know I can't eat a lot of food. That food is no longer giving me that satisfaction it was giving me before.
Hmm.
That's beautiful. I definitely want to start having meet and greets in some of the cities where my followers are located. And I'm going to have like home health care agents to walk them to the bathroom. Because when you're big, you need support, comfortable chairs. And we're going to have, you know, I don't know, maybe Johnny Gill come and sing to us right quick and just give us some outlet to help us with the
Hmm.
mind change that we need and the entertainment, because a lot of times after 2 hours we kind of go, that chair is uncomfortable. So that's one of the things I really want to do, to help other people who are in similar situations or worse. After I got home from my house burning down and being rebuilt, my knees were hurting so bad I stayed in the bed for 3 months, and people started texting me saying I've been in the bed for 6 years.
Hmm.
Mm.
So if for no other reason than to say, I'm here to say, you know what, y'all, you all are here welcoming to open up your personal life to share with us, to let everybody know we can do this. We can do this.
Yes.
We
Yeah. And
can do this.
be prepared for people being honest with you. And I really appreciate my friends that told me, man, you are too big. You getting too big. Well, what's going on? You got wait. I appreciate those friends because they pushed me.
Hmm.
I heard that in my mind while I was thinking about backing out of it, and it was my motivation. So,
Yes. You know what? I said to a dear friend of mine, because she made a comment about somebody dying on the post with the other lady who did the weight loss, and I said to her, you could have kept this to yourself. And
mhm,
I honestly was trying to say, sis, maybe I should have said it a different way, but what I was trying to say is, sis, everything that comes to your mind don't need to come out of your mouth, because we already know how hard it is.
mhm,
What helps us is faith-filled words of possibility and potential. We already got, the interviewer had already addressed that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something that I'm adamant about on my channel, because we already know what it is. When I hold up one of these right here, them people who know what this is know what this is. You
Mhm.
know what I'm talking about? So we
Mhm.
already know what it is.
Right.
When you see my bedpost behind me,
Mhm.
we already know I'm always in this bed because it's the most comfortable place for me to sit. And as soon as my knee get tired, I'm gonna roll over and I'm gonna be like this right here. So see, we already know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. Yeah.
We already know what it is. We ain't gotta lie about it. I ain't gonna lie about it.
Yeah.
Right.
And what I do know, it's a lot of people that's very uncomfortable in what they consider as their comfortable.
Right.
And
Mm-hmm.
that is just one of the many ways that people are uncomfortable because people are dealing with a whole lot of personal things in
Mhm.
private, whereas being fat is something that's not private because it's in the public.
Right. And that's why
Exactly.
I said, like, being fat is not funny. Like, thinking about, like, I remember I would circle a block, keep circling for a parking spot because I knew that I was tired, my knee,
Mm-hmm.
my ankles hurt. I want to
Mm-hmm.
be up at the front, right? So I
Mm-hmm.
circle
Mm-hmm.
my kids in the back. You pass the spot, but in my head it's like that's a long walk to the front,
There
Mm.
you go.
right? You know what I mean?
There you
Or
right.
want me to, hey, we're gonna go out to this event, and I want you to dress up, wear some heels, but really, that was very a hard thing for me because even if I would wear the heels and I would just like, okay, I'm not gonna wear some stilettos, I'm gonna go get me some wedges, right? Because I know the wedges
Mm-hmm.
are stable. But even just wearing that, he had no idea the amount of pain my ankles and knees were in. And
Mm-hmm.
my head, I'm thinking the whole night in my head is, I hope my heel don't.
Yes.
I hope
Yes, sir.
my ankle, because now I'm shaking. I hope it don't go to the
Yeah.
things
Yes.
like that is why we say like fat is not funny because people don't know the hurdles, the everyday trials and tribulations you're trying to overcome off something so small to the next person,
Mm.
and they don't
Oh yeah.
understand what you're going through. And that's why I say,
Mm-hmm.
if you are going to consider this surgery, don't tell people. You know what I mean? Because they will slowly and surely, because they haven't gone through what you're going through,
Mm-hmm.
are about to go through, they can say some mean things that's going to deter you from, oh, maybe this surgery is a little risky, or maybe I shouldn't do that. Maybe I
Mm.
should try to eat healthy. Maybe I should go get a nutritionist. But little do they know, this whole process, you have to go see a dietitian monthly. You have to go through all these tests. It's a whole process.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I say, like, nobody knows what you're going through, so nobody should have an input of what you're
Yes.
your body.
And that's part of the being courageous enough to get the support you need
Right.
and just know everybody can't go.
Everybody can go.
Can't go.
I see
Everybody can't go.
the other question I see is about blood pressure and cholesterol. So I was on
Mm-hmm.
pills twice a day before having weight loss surgery. I was pre-diabetic, and since losing the weight, I don't take any pills. I'm off everything.
When did they put you off a month after you had the surgery?
It was 9 months after,
Okay.
but I went from 375 pounds ish down to 220.
And now it's
What
about
you said?
260, and I'm 185.
What you said? You better go ahead now. Oh,
Mm.
I see your pictures. I see you, Miss Tamara. I see you
Thank you.
laying out in these Clarksville streets. I see you. Just beautiful. And what I love about it is family, black love, hashtag black love. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. I want to introduce you all to Valeria and her husband. They do the privy, the all white party.
Hmm.
And I'll be connecting y'all with their contact information so y'all can meet. Edward already own it anyway. He own it, but I just want y'all to meet anybody I know who can collaborate. I was saying that maybe at some point the people who own Sally Sensations are African American aunt and niece,
Hmm.
and maybe they could put some salads in your business or whatever the case may be. You know, because I know that as a business person, anything I find out that can help you, whether it's a grant, a collaboration, whatever the case may be, I will definitely share with the people and with y'all. I'm sorry to be texting y'all in the middle of the night, but that's how we do. Just forgive me.
Right.
So I get married, because once I get married, I ain't gonna talk to you no more. I'll be like, don't call me after 4:30, because I'm gonna be with my husband. I'm gonna be on my way. Well, I'm gonna still be at the house. I'm gonna be a housewife then, shopping, spending his money, but being living happily ever after and everything. He probably be retired, 'cause I might have to marry me an old man, but that's okay. Or I might marry me a young thing. You never know. You never know.
These
I can
days.
Yeah.
go. I'm at the age I can go either way.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all might see me at the skating rink because he want to go skate. I'm gonna be sitting on the side looking cute though. But you never know. You
Yeah.
never know. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm talking about. I love it. I love it. I love it. And seeing African American people, Black people from Memphis tell their story of wellness. One of the things, I'm older than y'all, so one of the things that I want to say is that being a bigger girl was never an issue, because I went to church, I dressed right, I worked. Oh, you're looking, and I kept myself looking presentable. You
Mm.
know, you're looking presentable. Oh, you look nice. Oh, you're working. You're going to school. See, those were the types of things. And I was at church one day. I was going to Chelsea Avenue Church of Christ, and I stood up and asked them to pray for me over my weight. And when I got home, somebody had called my mom from the church and went, Deborah asked for prayer over her weight. See, it wasn't a big thing, a good thing to even say the word, gotta lose some weight, need to lose some weight.
Mhm.
And even in here at church, at the Ninth and Main Street Church of Christ, when I asked them to pray for my weight, they never say the word weight, obesity, overweight. Like they scared to mention it to God, like He don't even know.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
But you can't manage what you can't face.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. That's a
Mhm.
word right there.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And I didn't even know that it was in the Bible about gluttony. And when I asked my dad and the older preachers, I said, why y'all didn't talk about that at church? They said, because we want to hurt the women's feelings.
Mhm.
But you want to pressure us about everything else that you're not to be talking about. But
Mm-hmm.
something that's going to benefit us to help the kingdom. One of the men told me, he said, you can go to heaven big, you can. But you would rather have me stuck in this stronghold versus give me the keys to the kingdom while I'm on earth. That
Yeah.
sounds like slavery. Y'all gonna go to heaven when y'all die. Just pick this cotton and shut up.
Well, it's also a thing of a lot of people like to be the best in the room, the smallest in the room, and the best looking in the room. So because
What
of
you said.
they don't have a lot of ammo to help the next person look better or be better than them, and I don't know why that is, but that's pretty much how it works. Because for me, I've had a bad experience with, now that I'm smaller, people, oh, you a string bean, you too small, you a skeleton. Why'd you lose so much weight?
Yeah,
Or
now so you on the other side of it.
yeah, so now it's like I can't compete and compare and make y'all happy no way.
And be
Okay.
scared to lose people.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. We already losing people. What?
Oh,
We
at a
already losing
rate.
people. You
At
know
a
what I
fast,
said?
because people are
Deuces.
you being the fat person.
Come on now.
You know
Come
what I
on
mean?
now. What?
So used to putting you in that box, and then when
What you
they
said?
now you are outside of that box, oh,
What you said?
Hmm.
Ooh,
it
honey. Like Oprah said in Color Purple #1, fine with me.
with me. Yes.
I'll tell you right now, I'm ready to go. Okay? I'm
Yep.
ready to go. Yeah. It has been a plump, pleasing pleasure. Who said that? Les Brown. So as I get, people will continue to watch this telecast and ask any particular questions. I'm sure you wouldn't mind if I shoot them over to you.
Hmm.
Nope.
And in 6 months, I'd love for you to come back and just grace us with your presence, with more of a word. Um, and I would appreciate that, if you have time
Oh
and
yes.
everything. So, but we are on team getting better every day.
Yeah, and my motto is, "Where God take you to, He
He'll
will see
see
you
you
through."
through.
All right, now let me write that down. That's it. And honestly, when I what God take you through, He will see you.
Know what God said take you to, He will see you through.
Oh,
Mhm.
see you three. Okay, we gotta have our colloquialism is gonna save the world.
Mm.
I love that. I had a colonoscopy, and then 6 months ago, then 3 months ago or 4 months ago, I had oral surgery, so he put me to sleep, and I didn't know that. I mean, I didn't know. I mean, it wasn't that bad the first time because it was just wake up. Then the second time, I was fine as long as I was taking them opioids. As soon as I got through, I was sick the next week and for 2 more weeks after that. No appetite, all the stuff. So I'm okay with being put to sleep because this is what they're gonna do. They're gonna say, turn over, and they're gonna ask you a question because I'm gonna still be doing all that talking. And next thing I know, I'm gonna be waking up going, wait a minute, it's time for lunch.
Mhm.
So I know what I'm not scared to be put to sleep, but I tell you, they was like, ma'am, you're not going to the cafeteria because I'm a food addict. So whenever I go to Nova physical therapy, I'm going to lunch because they got a cafeteria. They said, ma'am, you're gonna go out that door and we're not gonna let you go until you get in the transport van to bring you back home. I'm like, we can't go to the cafeteria. So so I am so I'm prepared. I'm not scared of surgery like that because I already experienced it twice. And that's the thing. I'm a 3 times a lady. So once, twice, 3 times, I got it. So I'm
Mhm.
excited about this journey. I'm so proud of y'all. Hashtag Black Love. I'm just so proud to know good people like y'all.
Well, we
And
glad
so,
you thank you for the opportunity
Mhm.
and anything you need throughout your journey. We will be here to help you.
Yep.
okay, let me tell you something. Tamara, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm from South Memphis. I'm from regular South Memphis. I'm not from like Orange Mound. I'm from South Side. I'm from Pine Hill. I'm from. If you tell me that I can come to you when I need something, I'm gonna call you, text you, and send you a text message, email with a
Mhm.
whole list.
You gonna
I ain't,
pull?
I ain't playing. I ain't
Mhm.
playing no for real. I'm about that life. That's me. I'm just letting you know.
Oh.
You be like, baby, she was serious. She sent
Mm.
you a text message. I just have to tell you that because I be like a whole lot. Now I'm speaking in Ebonics. I be a whole lot.
Mhm.
But when we was on the plantation, we was singing us a Negro spiritual, Jordan River. That meant cold word for we finna pop this popsicle stand when Master turned his head. So we gotta communicate like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I appreciate it so much. I appreciate it. And likewise, me too. Me too. You're doing some community service stuff. You need some volunteers. I'll roll up in my wheelchair now.
There you go.
6 a.m. to 7:20. I'll be rolling up now. But I am doing much better. I'm standing for 10 minutes. I can do 10 steps. Like I can go step like a step aerobics bench and
Mm.
stand for 10 minutes. I'm
Okay.
about to do this. I'm about to do some intermittent fasting. I'm about to blow this thing out the water. Oof. I'm just so excited because I can do it. I'm
You
about to
Yeah.
can.
get ready. I'm about to get ready. Like Wednesday, I'm starting it.
Mhm.
You got.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I'm excited about it. It's just a lifelong journey of getting better. Just like we prepared when we were in school and education and seminars, now this is all about our health, our wellness, our mental, our mind. And we're not trying to be hoodwinked.
Right.
We're
Yep.
not trying to have a green cut crease. We're not trying to do too much.
Mm-hmm.
We're trying to be demure.
That's right.
I'm trying to do all that. Okay. I
Very good.
love that. There you
Mm.
go. Very demure. Hashtag very demure. Okay. Thank y'all. I appreciate it. As always, if you can, hit the like buttons, comment, like, and subscribe. And we will be back. Y'all know I'll be back as soon as I have something else to say. And that's going to be tomorrow. But thank y'all so much. And peace and hair grease. Okay.
Bye
Thanks,
bye.
Tamara and Edward. Bye bye.
Bye.